Hello, my name is Michael, and today I'm going to do the top 4 best and worst changes from The Walking Dead comics to The Walking Dead TV show. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start with the best, and the best change from the comics to the show is Carol. Carol is such an epic character, and I just love her so much. She's so cool. Carol in the comics was she was crazy after she thought Tyrese died because they hooked up in the prison after a while. And there's that epic picture of Carol again. But I really like Carol from the show because she doesn't take crap. Her husband dies, and then her daughter dies. Carol, after Tyrese actually died, she went crazy and then fed herself to a zombie. She actually tried to kill herself twice. She slit her wrist. Number 2 best change is Daryl. Yes, I know how many of you are yelling at me for putting Daryl at number 2. I love Daryl, just not as much as Carol. Daryl doesn't exist in the comics, as some of you may know. Daryl is just, ugh, words can't describe how awesome Daryl is. My number 3 pick for the best change is Beth. I really do like Beth. Beth doesn't really do much. She's just kind of there. But Beth doesn't exist in the comics, but she's still a really good character. When she died, it was kind of obvious, but it was still sad. Beth was just, yeah. I put it, if you want to see the other video that I made, it was top 10 saddest Walking Dead deaths. I put her at number 2. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, sorry, oops. For my number 4 pick, I'm putting another character who does not exist in the comics. Tara Chandler. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, I don't know. Tara was really helpful throughout season 4 and season 5. She realized the governor was bad with the famous quote, he chopped a guy's head off with a sword. I like Tara. Tara's there, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna die this season 6. But, oh yeah, well, sadly, I really do like Tara. Now for the top 4 worst changes. My number 1 worst change is Tyrese. Don't get me wrong, I do like Tyrese in the show. It was really sad when he died, but Tyrese in the comics was way, way better. When Tyrese died, once again, spoiler alert, it was really, really sad. And they killed him the way Herschel died. Another show spoiler. Spoiler alert. Yeah, Tyrese has his infamous hammer that kills zombies with, and then he Sasha doesn't exist, but instead he has Julia's daughter who dies and all that jazz. But Tyrese was way better in the comics. My number 2 pick is Andrea. Andrea in the comics is so much better than Andrea in the show. Andrea in the show is pretty whiny. I did like Andrea when she got to Woodbury because she introduced Michonne, easily my favorite character. But in the comics, Andrea was my favorite character. She took care of business. She's actually the one that put Carol down when Carol committed suicide in the comics. And Andrea, honestly, they screwed up Carol. I mean, not Carol, Andrea. So bad. But I do like Andrea in the show. But Andrea in the comics, hooks up with Dale, even though Dale is like a gajillion years old. Which leads me into my number 3 pick, Dale. If you say you like Dale in the show, either you're extremely weird or you're lying. Dale in the show, ugh, Dale in the show is terrible. I hated Dale in the show. In the comics, he was such a cool character. The hunters capture him, cut off his leg, like Bob. And they screwed up Dale so hard. Dale is easily the worst character in the show. If you see the Watch Mojo top 10 Walking Dead characters, they put Dale at number 9. Dale is the worst character ever in the show. Hold on, one thing. Disclaimer, for the awful changes by Dale, Andrea, and Tyrese, I do not blame Laurie Holden, Jeffrey Dumont, and Chad Coleman. It's not your fault, it's the writer's fault. They really screwed up those three characters. And number 4, worst change, is this guy. This is Thomas Richards he's a prisoner in the prison, and he cuts off the heads of 2 of Herschel's daughters, which aren't even in the show, because by then he only has 2 daughters, Maggie and Beth. But Herschel actually has 7 kids. But speaking of which, he cuts off their heads, and he said he was in for tax fraud, but I think it's safe to say that he's in for cutting girls' heads off. And he tried to cut Andrea's head off, but Andrea protected it and beat the crap out of him, and then they hung him. Actually, they tried to, but Patricia helped him, and then Maggie shot him. Thank you guys so much for watching my top 4 worst and best changes. If you like this video, leave it a like, and I'll make more Walking Dead videos. Bye!